So this is the Khoodeela television channel being broadcast at timed at 2100 hours GMT on Monday the 12th of August 2024. This broadcast is dedicated to the three kittens, the adult cats, but I call them generically kittens, out of absolute adoration for them. These three stray kittens adopted me about 3 months ago and started appearing near me between 8 o'clock in the evening local time and 11 o'clock local time in London, which absolutely was the most unexpected joy. So I started buying the pouches, food in pouches, and I discovered that the particular brand called Gourmet is the one that they prefer. Now, today has been the evening of what? Monday, the 12th of August 2024, and I'm sitting on the Prince Regent Lane opposite the place where the kittens appear. And as usual, I came equipped with about 12 or 13 or 14 pouches of the gourmet meal. But somebody appeared not long after I sat down and ordered me not to feed the cats. The details of the exchange can be recounted, but those details will be too upsetting and painful. How do I tell these kittens that their meal, which I'm carrying, cannot be served for them to eat? Where do I begin? Now, this is an organization that the London Borough of Newham Council very generously funds, apparently to provide short term accommodation for people that supposedly Newham Council caters for in terms of housing. But my understanding, my survey, my knowledge of the Newham Council's budget in terms of the expenditure on housing is that about 5 or 6 or 7 or even 8 times as much money is given by Newham Council to these providers of private accommodation. And the people who are allocated the temporary accommodation are not given any service whatsoever. I speak on the basis of the experience I've had of staying for 6 months at a location based in Basildon in Essex in England. That location was chosen for me, not by me, chosen for me by the social services in Newham Borough Council. And the social services were given access to my location and my apparent needs by the National Health Service Hospital, where I was staying for 7 weeks or so. And it was as part of the what is called discharge from hospital process that I was given this location. So I arrived at the location in Essex on the 11th of May 2022. And immediately on arrival, I asked the woman who was in a post called deputy manager of the home to give me a copy of the agreement between the Newham Council and that place. Remember, that was the 11th of May 2022. I was there until the 23rd of November 2022. So, whatever the length of time that was, I asked for a copy of the agreement every day. I wasn't given a copy of the agreement until very late after I contacted the one of the main chief executives of the organization, and the chief executive sent me someone, a deputy to himself, area manager, to meet me. And when she met me, I explained all of that. It was based on her orders that I was given a copy of the agreement. When I got a copy of the agreement, it showed that allegedly for my care at that place, every day 600 plus pounds was being spent by Newham Council, which was paying back money to that place, which was astonishing. Whatever they did didn't cost them even 60 pounds, because I have physical disability because of my injury to the fingers. But apart from that, what is called capacity wise, I remain as on the highest level of capacity as I have ever been. So these people are fleecing local councils. So if you look at the various reports and accounts and statements attributed to the current mayor, Roxana Fias, mayor at the expense of Newham, you would see that they have been starved of money and resource, which is an absolute lie. Hundreds of millions of pounds of public money through Newham is being fleeced by these organizations. Now, today I'm sitting in the Prince Regent Lane, and the cats, the three kittens, are being starved of the food that I have for them, but I can't serve them because the man who is on night duty declared himself as most authoritarian, powerful version, English version of Vladimir Putin. He gave me orders that Charles Dickens would be very grateful to be able to quote. Now, the point I'm making here is that Newham Council is not accountable to the ordinary people of Newham. In television, broadcast live on the 14th of March 2018, I challenged then incumbent Robin Wales, and I told him that he had discredited the idea of democracy in Newham by intimidating elected councillors. And Robin Wales didn't have any substantial answer. Robin Wales says that the housing crisis in Newham had been created by the conservatives. Now, I'm not a conservative, never have been, and never have any likelihood ever of becoming anything to do with a conservative. So, if I said anything to Robin Wales, disagreeing with his condemnation of the conservatives, it wasn't because I had any sympathy with the conservatives. Rather, that I had seen evidence that Robin Wales was making up, that he was looking for an excuse and blaming the conservatives for his own decisions. So I said to him, why didn't you take the conservatives to the High Court for a constitutional law challenge against what you say they have been doing wrong to aggravate the housing problems in Newham? Robin Wales immediately said that we have been, that is Newham Council as fronted by him. The Newham Council regime, as fronted by Robin Wales, was being advised legally not to challenge the Conservative government. I said that's a lie. In any case, I said, let me have the copy of the legal advice. And Robin Wales said that he would let me have a copy of the legal advice after the program. Now, that was 8 years ago, and I'm still waiting, and Robin Wales has not delivered the legal advice. Now, as a very long running, long ranging, well active constitutional law campaigner, I know that Robin Wales could not have been telling the truth. He was lying, and that there is no bar in any part of the UK judiciary, no matter how imperfect it is, that prevents a local council from taking legal action against government. Now, after Robin Wales was demolished as a candidate and Roxana Fias was his replacement as the Labour Party's official candidate for elected mayor, I contacted Roxana Fias with a request to give me a copy of the legal advice. I only contacted Roxana Fias after she congratulated me from behind in June 2018 at an event that took place in the East Ham Town Hall. I didn't know Roxana Fias personally, nor had I ever wanted to contact her at all personally. But she praised me, saying, "Thank you for holding us," that is her and her crew, to account. When I contacted her team, her administration, they said Robin Wales is no longer incumbent. So whatever he may have said or promised is not available through us. So what I'm going to do is to end this particular program at this point about the kittens being starved, and I shall update by adding appropriate evidence and substance to later editions. This is ending at 20:58 GMT on Monday, the 12th of August 2024.